Planning your commercial real estate business's marketing is essential to staying on track. Keep focused on a single goal to ensure your effectiveness. All of your marketing pieces, strategies, and short term experiments should all adhere to one single goal: leads. Leads lead to sales. So, if a marketing experiment brought in zero leads, change it or remove it. We're not about just blindly charging forward. It's best to weigh your results against other marketing strategies and pick, remove, and tweak until they're all working to generate commercial real estate leads effectively. So, number one, choose your niche. In today's world, all of us want to hire somebody that's specialized for our particular needs. If I want to sell my industrial complex, I want an industrial sales specialist in Phoenix. I'm not interested in hiring someone that mainly does retail leases, but can also do my project. And I know what you're thinking, Brandy, if I specialize, I'll lose deals. Even if you decide to specialize in a niche, especially, really specialize like self storage or something like that, it doesn't mean that you have to turn in every retail lease that comes your way. It just means that all of your marketing materials are going to focus on the specialty. So, your website, your services, your brochures, your emails, your social media posts, and your blog should all focus on your niche market. It won't take long before you're handing off that office condo sale because you have too many self storage complexes to deal with. But seriously, it doesn't take very long for people to start considering you an expert in an area. The key is to start calling yourself an expert, and then everything else will follow. Number two, target your market. Reonomy is a great tool to pull contact information. You can get really specific, like retail owners occupying less than 1,000 square feet in a 5-mile radius of an address, owners of industrial properties in a zip code, or anything like that. This will provide basic information like what the company name is, the mailing address, and sometimes even emails will be associated with their lists. When you're finished, you'll have a list with all your potential clients. All you have to do is contact them. Number three, list your goals. Leads is always number one, but you can have other goals that enhance your lead generation power. Trust strategy is a great way to start any marketing plan. It focuses around you as a person. So, your photo, your personal stories about your specialty, social media posts about things that you like or found interesting, and emails and cold calls with your personal voice. I'll be honest, I know it's scary and it's easy to hide behind our team is blah, blah, blah service. But in this internet age, we're all missing the feeling of connection. So, being personal and upfront about who you are and the business that you run, and even telling stories about your personal trials and tribulations, provides an emotional connection to your potential clients. The goal is to make them like you before they even pick up the phone. All your materials, your website, your marketing efforts should all focus on trust building with the goal to gather up leads. And number four, email funnel. I don't have to tell you that follow up is extremely important. When people come to your website, their information should be captured with either an exchange of an ebook or some other freebie or a newsletter sign up. They should receive a thank you email, maybe a welcome sequence if you're that fancy, and at least a monthly, bi weekly, or weekly newsletter with articles your target market will find interesting. Relationships are kept with follow up and common interests. So, use these techniques to keep in touch with your potential clients regularly. Number five, we'll kind of go over it again, Reonomy list. And number two, we created a potential list, but most of these people won't have public email addresses. So we'll have to go old school with this list, which means mailers and cold calls. So you can use an ebook or other freebies in exchange for their contact information. You can also use a freebie on your website to build email funnel lists. The goal of the mailers or cold calls should be to move these potential clients into your email funnel. So if they go to a URL, they receive the freebie, and then now that they're on your email list and they don't cost as much as a direct mailer. So if you are interested in doing some cold calling, direct to voicemail capabilities are a great way to get your cold calling done in minutes and not hours. Number six, social media. So, a few years ago, my advice to commercial real estate brokers was to skip social media. Today, I have a different view. Social media falls beautifully into trust strategy. The more the potential clients feel like they know you, the more they are willing to do business with you. So your social media account says a lot about you. Do you share funny memes? Do you share articles that you've created or found on the internet? And all of these pieces start to fit in the puzzle of who you are. So the more complete the picture, the better the trust building works. And number 7, search engine optimization. And yes, I skipped having a website and went directly to SEO because if you don't have a website, seriously, how are you still in business? So, those of you who have a website, listen up. Let's talk about SEO. While while only the Google algorithm programmers 100% know what affects your rankings, we can make best guesses based on experiments. So, number 1, you want to optimize your website with meta tags, keywords, and sitemaps, etc. I suggest having somebody specialized to do an audit to make these changes to your website. And then number 2, you can connect your website with all your social media efforts. So definitely put like your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter, your LinkedIn account on your website in like those little icons. And then another idea for SEO is blogging constantly. So Google really ranks new original content extremely high. And that's one of the reasons why you will see people with content strategies get higher rankings in Google. Another idea is backlinking, which is other websites connecting to your website. The more you get of these, the higher your trust rankings are in Google. Number 8, measure your results. So it is really good for you to really put a lot of time and effort into measuring these results because you really want to see like what exactly did well and what needs to be changed. And if you had like a subject matter that did really well and then another one that did really poorly, you know to start working more on that particular subject matter and then do less. For instance, I did like a week on or a month on leadership and like nobody opened my emails. So I don't do leadership anymore. So that's the kind of thing that you're going to look for when you're doing some of those things. So one of the things that I suggest that you do in order to measure consistently is put it on your Google Calendar, so that it does remind you every single month to go back to the last month and look at some of the strategies that you've done, measure how well they did, and then really look at whether or not they got you some leads. So do you have a website though? If you cringe when people are asking you for your website, or if you cringe when somebody says they found your website, it is long overdue for you to get a brand new website. A website should make you money, not drain you of it. Our hands free websites do the selling for you. Carefully designed for commercial real estate, our sites put your best foot forward, give you control over your listings, and deliver a fresh flow of leads. So, modern websites that act like lead generating machines is just another way I'm taking the broke out of commercial real estate brokerage. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, hit like. If you'd like to subscribe to hear more, hit subscribe and you'll get a notification every time I make a new one. Thank you so much again for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.